Thought it were a perfect day to do a video of Woodhouse. We're at the station at the moment. It did used to have a second line. You can see the second line just there. That second line was the Great Central, and that went between London, and it went to Victoria Station in the middle of Sheffield. About 20 years ago they did an upgrade of this station, and they were supposed to be putting a museum in here, but they never have done. It must have been a considerable size station if it had two lines actually running through it in the past. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down a footpath to the other side of Woodhouse and come back round and go through Woodhouse town centre. This is bringing me down to Redford Road, I think it's called. Now, I lived here the first 2 years of my life, from 1964 to 66, and I can remember very little of it. I can remember the station a bit, but I don't remember a lot else other than the house. I know there was a river or a stream running through the garden which was eventually piped in, and part of it you can actually see it because the river or the stream or brook came under the railway embankment on the other side. On this side, just the left hand side, you can see where it comes out. It's quite a big area of grass up here. I don't know how recent this area was, whether it was a landfill site or what in the past. I think it's called Stradbrook Valley. We're coming through to the main road now. So even though it's built up, there's a considerable amount of open land just here. But this land's been, there's certainly a lot more trees on here than what was on last time, because if you just look here, if I zoom in on the other side of these trees, I think that's possibly the fire station, but I don't know if it's a school. Somebody can probably tell me whether that's the school or the fire station school. Well, that's just a glimpse of the open space. It's up towards where the railway bridge crosses Redford Road, if it's still called Redford Road at that point. See the railway bridge. It would have had two lines into Sheffield, I think, one into Midland Station, one into Victoria Station. Now I'm not sure if Rotham's on the left hand side and Sheffield's on the right hand side. Yeah, right. So I lived on Horsewood Road for the first 2 years of my life. It's packed with cars around here now. Right, I'll just shoot down Horsewood Road. And back onto the main road. But I know I lived on one of these houses just round here. And I think they've took the mock wood boards off the side of the windows. I think it was number 32, as you can see. Or it was 40, I'm not sure. In fact, I think it was 40. I think it's got those wooden boards on the window. Yeah, it was number 40, so that's where I spent the first 2 years of my life. There's supposed to be a stream running through the garden. It was eventually piped in because of pollution and also flooding. We're coming back onto the main road. But it's strange when you drive through these places, they look very different to what they look like when you're walking through them. You see a lot more. Now on the left hand side there was a big sort of football pitches and park area. That's all very covered in now, but I remember it being quite open to the main road. But I might jump across and just stick my camera over. So that's Woodhouse Mill Recreation Ground. Like I said, it's got a football pitch on there and various things. But I can remember it being very open to the main road when I was a kid. Like I said, I can't remember a lot of things. There was a club here, that's gone now. That's only gone in the last few years. It's an absolute perfect day to actually do my video. Been out in Derbyshire for the afternoon and I thought, well, I'll stop at Woodhouse because I passed it on the way in and do a video. One thing I noticed about Woodhouse is there's so many churches here. The only recollection of buildings is, I'm 100% sure just here, there was a sweet shop when I was a kid, and then I remember that big sluice gate for the River Rother, and I'm running across here. But like I said, I'm 100% sure there was a sweet shop there, and I remember, I know it's strange what memories you have, but I remember getting a licorice pipe. So there's the sluice gate. The River Rother behind it stopped flooding. They dropped that down, and when they dropped that down, used to push the water onto the fields and stop it flooding elsewhere. Just want to show you one thing up here. Always found it a bit strange. There's a pub stuck on a limb. So we are on the old A57, it's now a B road. So there's the Princess Royal. Give you a bigger picture. It's Princess Royal. So it's a bit away from Woodhouse, and if there's anybody from Woodhouse, I'd love you to explain why that pub's so far away. I've only ever been in it once. And I went to watch England play the Republic of Ireland at Wembley, and we met up in there for the coach down to London. England drew 0-0. Both England and the Republic needed 1 point to qualify for the European Championship. Now I had a awful virus that day, and I really didn't enjoy it at all, but it was a stalemate match. Neither side wanted to lose, and they both played out for a 0-0 draw. And in those days it was actually standing at Wembley, or mainly standing, and I can't even remember the crowd that day. I don't know if there was 40,000 or 80,000, and I ain't got a clue. But it was a bit run down in those days, even the old Wembley before they put seats in the terrace area. We're now going on to Furnace Lane. I lived at Mayton for a couple of years, and I remember Purdy's at Bayton. I don't know whether Purdy started in Woodhouse or Bayton. I was 2-year-old before when I left Woodhouse, so I never went to any of the schools here. I'm told the infant and junior school was just up here. I've still not worked out where the high school would have been if we'd have stayed. But I don't know a lot about Woodhouse, so if anybody can fill any blanks in on the video, that's the idea. Because I think I had somebody complaining about my Attercliffe video. Well, I showed them Attercliffe, they can fill the blanks in for me and comment on it. The idea was to actually get people out, showing people how it had changed. So people are very quick to criticise, they don't even get out and have a look, and that's all I was trying to show them, what these places now look like. But I'm guessing that Woodhouse, like many places, lost many shops. We're going to get up to the junction in a minute. Junction Pub, which is, as far as I know, was the Spit and Sawdust Pub. Now all these houses on the left hand side are all new. Probably been built on swampland as well. I would have said that if I was born in '64, well, most of this housing was quite modern back then. You can see the original houses up here. I'll just show you the other side of the railway when we come up to this bridge. You can see the old houses. I would have said Woodhouse was quite a bit of a railway town, having two lines through it, one down to London and the other one still goes out towards Worksop. And I used to get that every day from Anston, or from Kiverton into Sheffield to work there for about 4 or 5 years. Disappointing thing is, the steam train came through here a few weeks ago, and I didn't hear about it till just before it was going to happen. You can see how wide it would have been in the past with the railway tracks. As you can see down there, it looks a lot wider than for 2 railway lines, so I don't know if there was a lot more coming through here at one bit. You see how wide it is. Even now there's like 4 tracks coming through it. Now where you can see that building on the other side of the road, I think that's where Woodhouse Grammar School was. And that had a good reputation. I know that most people who went there ended up in really good jobs. It's back to the railway station. So that's where I think Woodhouse Grammar School was. There's the Junction Pub, but it's now a convenience store. So there's a bit of a short walk into Woodhouse. I think one side's Woodhouse Mill and the other side is Woodhouse. I think these houses have probably been here since the 60s, 70s. Probably temporary housing. So where I think Woodhouse Grammar School was, it says Brunswick Gardens Village. So I don't know if Brunswick Garden Village is old people's places or whether it's just flats. It's a considerable size. In fact, it's sure it's for old age pensioners. You can see modern housing around here. Lots tucked in. The main road would have been the older brick type houses, whether stone or normal bricks, and then it's expanded behind the back. So we're on Station Road at the moment. Started off on Furnace Lane. Shouldn't be long now before we get up to the town centre. There's the modern 70s sort of houses. That's the sort of houses they built in North Anston in the 70s. So I'm going to guess that they were built in the 70s. I must say a lot of the houses were built out of this sort of stone in Woodhouse, because Horsewood Road where I live would have been a modern estate in the 60s. There's a school I'd have probably gone to. Would have gone to school here, Brunswick Community Primary School, and it says swimming lessons, so have they got a swimming pool? Well, that looks more than a junior and infant school. It looks like an high school. For anybody who's not been to Woodhouse for years, I've probably noticed the difference in the shops that's disappeared around here, or if there's been any pubs. Just comment on it, tell me what's missing. So we got a pub here, the Brunswick Hotel. I didn't know that existed. Never seen that before, so I'll walk around. And that's another local store. I think that's another school up there, but it's not a school anymore. If it was, that's been developed. So I reckon that school on the right, just there, which would have been a Junior Infants, or whether the other one back there is a Junior Infants that's modernised, or an high school, I don't know. So please fill any blanks in if you know. There's certainly a hodgepodge of houses around here. It's a view back down the road. So we're coming onto Market Street, which is the town centre of Woodhouse. Last time I came here there was a co-op. So I don't know where Woodhouse actually blends in with other parts of Sheffield. But we're on Market Street now. So we're on Beaver Hill Road at the moment. Market Street there. It's a real shame because I can't understand why there's no weekly market at Woodhouse, or if there is, tell me more about it. It's got the perfect area for a market, and it's got a cross as well and stocks, and I know who I put in the stocks at the moment: Boris Johnson, Hancock and Dominic Cummings, all culpable in this. Like I said, I don't know where Woodhouse blends into other places. You can see George there. Job centres don't look appetising wherever you go. Must be the most soul destroying places. They might as well shut them down because they don't give you any help if you go in. They just put you on a machine and that is it. Well, anybody can do that. So there's the Stag Pub. Modern lights, 1960s shops there. Not looking very good. So I don't know what was there. I think it was a gym or something last time, or a martial arts place. Can't remember. It's looking very sorry. Could have a lovely market here once a week. Create some life on the high street. And here was the cross daggers. I think it was. I've got the right one. If you look there, there's a date on it. 1658, and I think that may have been a Quaker's place. but it's been some sort of curry place. It don't look that busy. So Stag was down there, and then we've got another pub across here, the Royal. I think the landlady's been in here a record amount of time. For a landlady, it's a very long time. But it gives you an idea. Oh, sorry, most important thing. This is for Boris Johnson and Mac Hancock and Dominic Cummings, if they're listening. And there's the cross. We're going to the High Street now. Well, there are a lot of churches dotted around Woodhouse. That's what I've noticed in the past. But they're not churches anymore, they're used for various different things. So you're back down towards there. Well, I'm assuming what's happened to Woodhouse has happened to every other town centre around the UK. There's a gymnasium in that church. There was a co-op around here, but I can't remember where it was. I think it's actually just set outside the market area. If we go down here, gives people an idea of what's left of the town centre. See, with the houses, it must have been quite a prosperous area. And we're coming up to, I think, where the co-op was, or co-op is. As far as I know, that's the only major store at Woodhouse. Unless an Aldi's set up next door to it. Oh, we've got another couple of churches here. Trinity Methodist Church, and then I don't know what this is. But this looks totally disused. And there's the co-op store up here. Going back down Market Street. There is some sort of, I think, leisure facility or something down there. Oh no, Woodhouse Library. Can pull that in. Woodhouse Library just there. One last little bit I want to get, so I'm going back down Market Street. But like I said, there were two churches there. I think we're coming to another one here on the right hand side which has flooring in it now. I'm sure there's at least 8 churches I know about, or Methodist type churches. In Woodhouse that don't exist anymore.
Thank you.
So it says Allen's Carpets, that's another church. Call it Chapel Street as well. No wonder we know there are chapels on here. So that's Tithe Barn Community Centre. And tithe, whether they mean it in the same sense, tithe is giving 10% of your income to community type projects or the church. Well, I would have said that were a good thing in the past, but when you look at the amount of tax we pay now, 70% on petrol, income tax is 20%. Sorry, no, that don't work anymore. Unless they take away all the other taxes. Hiya. You're right. Right, so that's St James's Church. I think that's an operational church. Didn't even know that existed. Parish of Woodhouse. Sign there. I think we just got a little bit to do on the left, and I think that's it. I think I've got everywhere. That's a whistle stop tour of Woodhouse. If you fill any blanks in for me, shout up, comment. And like I say, if you think I don't know enough about Woodhouse, well, I've actually come out and walked it to show it you. Whether it's changed from when you was here, I don't know. I think this is taking me back towards the Stag. I don't know what that is, if that's a telephone exchange or what. It's got lots of what looks like 5G on top. So that's a whistle tour of Woodhouse and Woodhouse Mill. I'll speak to you later.